Hello again, I'm Bob Weir with another interview of notable people in North Texas. My guest today is Highland Village resident Jeannetta Collier, entrepreneur, real estate expert, motivational speaker, and author of Imaginary Glass Ceiling. Thank you for being here, Jeannetta.
Thank you for having me.
If you would, please tell our viewers something about yourself, like education, occupation, and so forth.
Well, I was born here in Dallas, Texas, and I went to Wilma Hutchins High School. And shortly after that, I went to University of Houston and then moved to Phoenix and went to University of Phoenix. Right now, I am in real estate. I also have a motivational speaking company called Imaginary Glass Ceiling. I also do investments, and I also work with 7-Eleven Corporation as a network planner, which is finding opportunities for 7-Eleven in the country of Canada. I have all of Canada.
Wow, excellent. How long have you been in the real estate business?
Wow, over 25 years.
Wow,
over
that's
25
great.
years. I do residential and commercial, mostly commercial now, and I love it. I love it.
And you've done some high volume too,
Yes.
I understand.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've done high volume commercial, and yes,
Well-
I love it. It's passion.
Okay, let me ask you, what are the secrets to success anyway?
The secrets to success for me is a giving back.
Looking back.
That is the secret. And then being prepared for what's coming your way. Because we all have opportunities, and we all will have that opportunity come our way. So we have to prepare ourselves for that. And how do we prepare ourselves for that? Through education, through mentorship, through just researching and ready to take hold when the opportunity comes.
That's good, giving back. I mean, and that's something I believe in very much too, people who get involved in the community and stuff like that. I think that's important. How do you motivate clients at your seminars, for example? Like, is it speeches, books and tapes and stuff like that?
I motivate clients through my seminars through education, which are through speaking, through books, and also through networking. I motivate clients because clients being with other people, like-minded people, is what helped them get to the plateau in which they're looking for. So I take all different avenues and all different venues to do that.
So being around successful people, people who are upwardly mobile, that helps
Yes.
also because it kind of rubs off, so to
Yes,
speak. You know?
like-minded people.
Yeah, right. And how often do you conduct the motivational workshop sessions?
Well, I do several things. I do results coaching, which are sometimes one-on-one or in groups. I conduct those on a as-needed basis. People will call me and I will set up appointments with them, go out and speak with them. Or we would do a one-on-one coaching at times, which I would do over the phone or in person. As far as speaking, motivational speaking and inspirational speaking events, I try to do those about 4 times a year.
Where do you hold them?
In different venues. The last one was the Breaking Through Fear was held at the African American Museum of Dallas, which I felt was a beautiful place to hold that because it spoke to so many people on the fears that was once had and how people broke through those fears in order to accomplish what they have now.
And just the ability to speak in front of groups is a fear that so many people have.
A lot of people have that fear.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's an insecurity, of course, I suppose. And so motivational seminars probably help people to get up and speak themselves in front of you, because nothing gives you more confidence, I think, than getting up in front of a group and being able to speak to them.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And you know, also motivational and inspirational seminars give you the ability to look on the inside of yourself
Yeah.
and be secure with who you are. So after a while, you don't care what the audience is thinking. You don't care what the audience is doing. You're just secure with who you are, so you're able to exude, if you would, whatever you need in order to get through that moment.
Great. And you also wrote a book entitled Imaginary Glass Ceiling. Tell us about that.
Well, it is an ebook, and Imaginary Glass Ceiling, I decided to write that because I feel like it says, this glass ceiling is imaginary. It's all in our minds. We can accomplish and do whatever we choose to do. Sometimes we have to step out of the box and create our own box. So that book kind of give you an ideal of what it takes or who has stepped out of the box and made things of themselves, no matter what the society structure is set up. So the book has a lot of quotes from different people who have gone on and done really great things with their lives, and it just give you a motivation to go out and do something different.
So it tells people not to perceive a glass ceiling, something that's in front of you, just push past it if it's necessary.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
And how do we get a copy of the book? Is it, you said it's an e-book?
It's an ebook. It's on my website, imaginaryglassceiling.com, and you can go online and just send me some information. I'll send you an ebook copy of it.
Okay, and I'll have the website information in the story that's written with this as well.
Okay.
You also wrote a book entitled The Best You, a 365-day motivational journey.
Yes, yes.
And I understand that's not out yet, but it will be?
It will be out at the end of this year. And what that book is about is basically an inspirational book, and it asks you questions as you go through the book. It's a 365 days, meaning every day you will have a passage and a question asked of you. So you can go back to it after the end of the year and see how far you've come.
Right, it's like keeping a diary.
Almost,
Like
yeah.
keeping a success diary.
Yes.
That's a good idea. You check it each day, and you have it, each day I suppose you have another passage that is motivational for
Yes.
the person working their way up the ladder.
Yes.
Excellent. Also, recently you hosted an event at the African American Museum of Dallas, you mentioned before. Please tell us something about that.
Well, that event was presented also through my company, Imaginary Glass Ceiling, and the name of the event was Breaking Through Fear. Okay, and I love that because I feel everyone has fear in some point, some fashion of their life. And the ideal of breaking through fear was to bring people together to allow them to see other speakers. I had 5 speakers there. Other speakers to talk about how they broke through fear in order to succeed. I had a speaker from Baltimore, Maryland. Her name was Anita Hicks. A speaker here from Dallas, Gary De Rodriguez, and he was an awesome, awesome speaker. Robert James Collier Jr., my son, Entrepreneur's Dinner, and myself, and Ruby Ferris from Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona. So all of us speakers were able to sit and speak to the audience about this thing called fear and what that really looks like and what that really is.
Yeah, that's great. And I'll bet everybody has different fears.
Everyone
right?
has different fears. Everyone has different fears because you know your fears are based primarily on your background, on how you was raised,
Right.
and then
Exactly.
how you connected with society and the other fears that was put on you.
How many times were you rejected in your
Yes.
life, and what that did to hold you back? And we used to have something we called FEAR, F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real.
Yes.
You know, I'm sure you come across
Yes,
that.
yes.
I used to do those seminars years ago. But they're wonderful methods of bringing people out of those fears and conquering the things that are holding them back.
Yes.
So that's great. And when is the next event?
The next event, we haven't set a date, but it will be in January of 2018. And have gotten a lot of feedback on people wanting us to do another event for it, so it will be in January.
All right, well, that's great. Keep us in mind for that, Annette and me.
I will. Go to my website and it'll be posted.
All right. Jeannetta, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I would just like to add one thing. I truly believe that if you have a dream on your heart and you feel that you can do it, then you can do it. You just have to step out on faith and walk, prepare yourself, and your dream will come true.
Well, I agree with you there. And I want to thank you, Jeannetta, for being here and being such an inspiration to so many.
Thank you. Thank you so much for
Thank
having me.
you.
I appreciate you.
And thank you for watching.